Okay. Oh, so stuff is sending. Exiting host mode. It looks like we've exited host mode. I think we're actually live now. We'll see how this goes. Make sure everything there is still good. And that looks good. Okay, looks like we're okay. I think everything's set up and running now. Let's go ahead and do this. Close that out. All right. Okay, so I think we're good to go. At least I hope so. Okay, so happy Friday, everybody. Hope you had a fabulous week and a fantastic day. We're letting everything get caught up here. I know we're a few seconds behind. Just want to check some status stuff. I've been letting the game run kind of sort of AFK for a bit. Show you what we've got going on here, because I have made a few changes. So we now have 3 refineries, 3 assemblers. We have a bit of a sorting system up here. And basically what this does is this is set up, this sorter is set to only allow stone to go through. So we can use that as an ejector. This is set up to allow everything but stone to go through. So yeah. And basically if I need to get stone into the system, I just remove the blacklist for stone. And then that'll let it pass through so we can actually get stone in there to make gravel. So we can make things. Alright, so last time we were together, we were talking about upgrading this thing, and we did. What we've done is we've gone ahead and put in a couple of these small hydrogen reactors. These little guys right here. Oh, apparently I'm out of hydrogen. Doesn't that figure? Alright. Hey Sharky, how you doing, buddy? Oh, you know what I forgot? Okay, let's grab the bottles here. You want one of you, both of you. Actually, we don't need the oxygen. That's fine. All right, so now last time we were together, we set up this new hydrogen system. For those who aren't familiar with it, it's actually a hydrogen mod, which introduces hydrogen-based reactors. So these things replace uranium-based reactors. We are still not using uranium, other than what we harvest off the unknown signals. And the system is actually really cool. Okay, so there are a couple of things in order to set these up. You have an ice processor, which takes your ice and turns it into liquid hydrogen, liquid oxygen. You then use the liquid hydrogen to power the hydrogen reactors. If you want to convert that liquid hydrogen to gas, you use the evaporators. So we have an oxygen evaporator and a hydrogen evaporator. And what that does then is we have the storage tanks down below the ice. And the storage tanks basically, operate like normal storage tanks. Now this mod is really cool in the fact that it does actually work with other mods. So if you're using modded tanks, and modded conveyor systems, because the gas, once it hits the evaporator, the gas that it produces is basically just like regular gas. So yeah, it goes through conveyor systems. Alright, so that should bring you basically up to speed. Everything else has basically just been off-camera mining. We've got another 82k ore for iron to go through. But as you can see here, we got 250,000 on the nickel, 115k on cobalt. Still no magnesium. I actually need to start getting some magnesium, and I'll probably do that off camera today. But we do have 172k of silicon ore. Silver we have 163k. Gold we have 144k. No platinum, obviously, and the uranium that we have is just the stuff we've been harvesting from the unknown signals, like the one over there. In fact, let's go see what we get. Now, one of the things that I did get while I was off camera from the unknown signal is I now have the full lava suit. Yay! I need the helmet still, but I've got the suit and the gloves. So to complete the complete outfit, I need the boots and the helmet. Are you really on? Come on, flip, flip. There you go. Ah, gotcha. Got a cow welder. Well, Texfighter would be happy, I guess. Yeah, I heard that he has gotten like completely tired of all of the jokes about the cow stuff. Oh, one of the things I did do is I went ahead and made the new tools as well. So how you doing today, Sharky? I know we were talking a little bit over on Discord, so hopefully you're having a great day. I know you're starting to wind down at work, so hopefully you're getting to enjoy some time off. Mwahaha. Now we're just going to cut into this a little bit, just so that we can get rid of some of the stuff here. Because breaking it down, it's now small enough that the cleanup scripts will grab it. So, and we have enough raw iron on the planet that I'm not too worried about it. So, dude, go get some rest, man. Don't kill yourself there, buddy. Alright. And we want to go ahead and go cargo. Let's hide empty so we can drop this stuff off. Actually, where did... Ah, there it is. So yeah, this is, like I said, basically we've been just harvesting a little bit of uranium from each of those downed signals. So, you know, we're just dropping stuff off as we go. For the folks who are wandering in, welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. We are doing a no uranium harvesting start. There is uranium on the planet, unfortunately, but we're not harvesting it or processing it. And just to show you what's going on here, we don't even have the small reactors are actually on the small ship upstairs, and the only uranium we're putting into that is the stuff we get off the unknown signals. So, and since we're basically getting trace amounts of uranium, it's not really enough to do anything with. Okay, so today I actually want to go over here really quick because we're going to grab some steel plates and some interior plates, because we are going to start working on a larger ship. Actually, do we have steel plates? I should have, yeah. Okay. Let's grab a couple hundred of those. Grab a few of those, and then I want to grab... Yeah, that should be... Grab some of those. Now, we're going to turn off Bob, because we don't want Bob welding stuff up on us. Now, do I want to build over here, or do I want to go ahead and build something rather epically large? Let's start over here. Do we have? Yes, we do. Alright, so that is... I'm trying to remember which is about there-ish. So I'm trying to remember which direction this all needs to be. Okay, so that is the side that opens, and that is the side that does not, right? I think. Yes, this is the side that's the hinge, and this is the side that opens. Okay. What do we need for that? So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and get this framed in a little bit. Now the nice thing about this is that this particular block is actually really cool because it will allow you to, it is actually airtight. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that and that. And this is basically going to be our pedestrian entrance into the ship. All right. Okay, so go ahead and do that. And we don't need that anymore, but we do need this airlock passage. Okay, so that gets us into the ship. And let's see here. Do we want to do... What I could do is... I'm almost tempted to do this. Because it gives us a little bit more room on the entrance area. Come on. So when you're coming in, you'll have a little bit of space in here. Something like that. And let's go ahead and put that there for right now. Take these out of here. Ah, crap, it didn't stick. Ah, all right. Grind it all down. All right, let's try that again then. It wouldn't be my build if we weren't screwing something up. Like that. Okay, so let's try that again, shall we? I have to say I am rather surprised that it didn't actually stick the way I was hoping it would, but yeah, it is okay. Alright. Alright, so let's go like that. So that's going to be our main entrance onto the ship. And I'm thinking I might do this as a asymmetrical ship, actually. We go something like this, maybe. All right, so what I'm thinking here is we end up with something like this, where we'll have, actually, you know what? Let's take that out, that out. All right. Okay, so this will be the entrance area, I think. There. All right, and then what that'll allow us to do is we have, turn that off for a second, we'll turn the light on so we can kind of see. So what'll happen is this will drop down, you'll be able to walk in, go close this behind you, open up, you know, basically go through the airlock, and then we'll have windows on either side overlooking it, looking down into the area. And I might just go ahead and do that. Because if we then go something like that, maybe. Because if I do that, I'll need 2, 3. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, Hellborn, how you doing? Hey, well, welcome back, man. Good to see you again. So today we are building a ship without a nuclear reactor in it. We're going to have hydrogen reactors on these. Ah. All right. Okay, so that's going to be there. So this is going to basically be like so. So for the folks who have seen the multiplayer series I was doing with S'more and Adreddin, the entrance is going to be kind of influenced by that a little bit. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're back. Right, so let's go. Actually, you know what? Let's do the interior stairs for this. Now I have added a few more mods to this ship, or to this playlist. So you're gonna go that way. You're gonna go that way. And what we'll do is we will do the enclosed. Oh, where are you at? Here you are. We'll do these. And then that way, when you have, because when we're done, we'll have a, whoop, come here, we'll have a small walkway here, and you'll be able to come over here and take a look in to see who's coming into the ship. So then you end up with basically something like that. Like I said, this is a larger version of or I should say it's a larger version inspired by what we did in the multiplayer series. I've been kind of wanting to scale the ship up a little bit, but what we're going to do is, instead of like what we did with that series where the entrance was centerlined, I'm thinking we're going to put this off on one side and we're going to have a hangar on the other side. Let's see, so I'm going to end up with, let's go, so we're going to end up with something like this, I think. And let's make sure we have those positioned right, because I am notoriously bad about that, where I will sometimes place the floors upside down. Alright, turn that off so we can see. So we have the small area here. This is going to come around, and I'm thinking, do we want to have this go? So the question is now, do I want this to be the back portion of this section? I'm thinking I might, actually. Oh, yeah, that way. Alright, so that'll be airlock there. So now the question is do we want to do something here? Maybe. We might do something there. I'm thinking... So what I'm thinking here is, do I want to have a system set up? Am I really that low on hydrogen already? Holy crap. I keep forgetting hydrogen on planets is ridiculously fast. All right. So, let's do a tank. Let's go ahead and refill these really quick. Grab the gear really fast, so we don't want to forget about these. How many blocks is that? That is there. Trying to remember which way these face. Let's see, that is hinge, so if I do it that way and down. Okay, yeah, that is the direction I wanted to go, but... So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to boost this up a little bit so that when we convert it into a ship... More batteries, maybe. I might put batteries in there. I might even tuck in like an emergency reactor or something in there, and then have the rest of it piped in and through. So we have loaded. We've got the cargo pipes now, and then the let's see here, cargo tubes. Now the difference between these is basically, one's armored, one isn't. The cargo tube is the unarmored version, I believe. And then the cargo pipe is the armored version. So I don't know if they have an exploding battery mod, but they do have the exploding jump drive mod. So if you do too much damage to jump drives, they go super critical. Yeah. So the tube system that we're looking at is actually a second mod. It's actually two mods made by the same person who does the maintenance tunnel mod. So if you like the maintenance tunnels, you'll probably enjoy this one too, because it's using a lot of the same general styles, but instead of being able to walk through them, they are a closed system. Let me show you here. So you have stuff like that, which I actually like that air vent. That is pretty interesting, actually. I'm wondering if it's animated. See, I haven't used the mod yet, so I'm kind of wanting to. Alright. I'm kind of curious. Did you... Why do I have a feeling you linked? Nope. Guess not. Okay. Alright. So, yeah. And then we'll have to also run the hydrogen system and everything. Okay, so I'm thinking we like this so far. And what I'll do is I'm just going to go ahead and use mostly the normal square blocks so that we can get things framed in. And then once we have basically everything framed in, we'll come back and sculpt around as we need to. And you know what? I'm thinking... Let's swing this the other way. So instead of this being over here, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the enclosed windows over here. These are lit, so there you go. I do wish that they would make a corner version of these so that it would actually turn, but it is what it is. It's fine. And what I'm thinking is over here we'll probably have something set up to turn and then run it down this way, and maybe have, I don't know if we'll have it intersect with this one or if we'll have this be a separate hallway going somewhere else. Like basically have it drop down a level. Could do that, or even go up a level. In fact, that might actually be... That might be interesting. So if we do that there, and we do an airlock here, we do passage corner. Actually, let's just grab passage here. We want the enclosed. Let's grab the enclosed one. With lights, obviously. Corner. Alright. So you are that way? There you go. Okay, so what that gives us is when you come in over here, you're able to come up this way. Maybe I'll put like a Mr. Coffee or something right here. And then that gives you access to the next story up. So the question is what are we going to put on this side? Oh, I know what we can put over here. Okay, that is the floor side. I do not want that. I want that one. Alright, so we'll do that. And we'll go 1. And since this is going to carry over that way, T3. All right. Can we do... So let's go with this for right now. Let's see here. So if we do, you come out of there and take that out. Of course, I have just taken the damn conveyors off, right? All right, so let's grab the conveyors. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a conveyor junction here. And we want to grab medical. And so this will be our medical bay. So, you know, you basically be able to come in, come straight up, and you're right in the medical. If you want to go through the rest of the ship, you have to go the other way or back this way. So what I'm thinking is that if we're going to do, maybe we do something like this. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is basically we do a enclosed, nope, that's not what I wanted. I want the lit enclosed grouping. There we go. So we want the corner. And then what we can do is we can put windows on this side. And we take... You are welded in, okay. This, we say conveyor there. We go 1, 2, 3. We put a junction, no, we put the airlock there. See where I'm going with this. Now we have a we have a cryo system over here, which that has to come out, which is fine. We can do that, and that lets us in. You know, functional spaces, functional spaces. Hey Shades, how you doing? Yeah, hang on, you're waiting 7 days to die. Yes, well, if Windows had not broken my damn 7 days to die save. Oh. Alright. So if we do that. All right. And we're going to drop you. We're going to grab another airlock here. Oh. There we go. All right. And then this will be an armory area. Actually, do I have the armory stuff in here? I may not have the armory mod loaded. Nope, I don't have the armory mod loaded. Okay, I'll make sure to load that in. It's fine. All right. Yeah, I know what I could do. Instead of these, we could do these instead. Yes, okay. Could do those instead on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I like using these hallway blocks on this side. That way we can actually walk through there and still have a window out. So, all right. So that gets us the beginning of the ship, it looks like. And then that'll go that way. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop off all of the crap that we're carrying here. Hide empty. And I did that so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I have used the inventory turned on so we can get through some of this a little bit faster. So how you doing tonight, Shades? Having a good night so far? Wow. And what I will probably do is put a small... Well, I could probably put a battery on it. Just so we can get the doors open. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll go ahead and put a battery in here. Let's see what we have for battery options. Oh, I could put those in. I don't know what is his battery capacity on this anyway. Oh, those are huge. Holy crap, dude. Okay, so we're not going to use those. Those batteries are a bit excessive. That's a Higgs battery, and that's not going to do us any good. Could do the azimuth battery. I always have enjoyed azimuth design sense. That's welded up, that's welded up. There we go. Let's annoy Shades. No annoying Shades. Oh, Shades. Next week, we're planning on doing some medieval engineers. So I'll put the note out. I'll put the note out on the on the Discord, letting everybody know, you know, when that's going to happen. I've been promising Sharky that we would do it, so we'll figure out what the schedule looks like for next week. Yeah, I'm thinking what we'll do is, like I said, I want to do a community night. I'm thinking we might do the community night for that. Or do that for the community night, I should say. But let me see what the schedule looks like next week, and I'll get back to everybody on it. Is there no charge in this batteries? There's no power in the battery, son of a... Oh, you're killing me, Biggie. All right, let's see here. Son of a... How much do you... Alright, what do you need for parts? You need a lot of parts. You need a ridiculous number of parts. That's why we didn't use you before. Okay. So we're just going to drop one of these somewhere nearby. Let's see. We need 287 reactor components, huh? So we're just gonna place that right there for now. Yeah, like I said, we'll talk about it on the Discord. That way everybody is getting the same information at the same time. Did we have everything but the reactor components? We had everything but the reactor components. We have gravel, right? We have gravel. Actually, we have everything we need for that. It wouldn't be... You're right. It would not be a Space Engineer stream if something didn't go wrong. Hey, at least this time I didn't slam into the ground at high rates of speed. All right. Let's go ahead and recharge here for a second. Oh. Yeah, there's a couple of games I'm kind of interested in that are coming out. I'm trying to get some code or some keys for some of the new building games that are coming. We'll see how that works, though. All right, is that back? Oh. There we go. Do. Okay, so this is one of the hydrogen reactors. This thing is bloody awesome. So your max output, 60 megawatts. Those things are nuts. Oh, now in order to use these, for the folks who are joining us and weren't here earlier when I was talking about the hydrogen reactor system, So your hydrogen reactor uses ice. So what you do is you have an ice processor. The ice processor takes your ice and breaks it down into liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. The reactors use liquid hydrogen as a fuel. Now, if you want to continue to use the ice to produce hydrogen and oxygen for tanks, you build an evaporator. So there's a hydrogen evaporator and an oxygen evaporator. And what you do is you put the liquid fuel in those, and it'll convert it into the gas for you to use it just like normal. Like I was saying earlier, is it's really nice because this mod works really, really well. Let's go 400. As far as like with mods and things, because the mods are all using basically class subclass identifiers. So as long as you have the mod model set up correctly with all of the connectors and everything set up and identified properly, this thing will work with modded blocks. Hey, look at that. Okay, so we can get in and out of here. That's good. So what we want to do is boarding ramp. Incomplete. What are you missing? You're missing everything, aren't you? Yes, you are. Alright, so we're going to come over here really quick. We're going to grab the parts to make the boarding ramp. Hopefully, at least, yeah. Mohahaha. Let's go here. We can say ramp. And we can open it. So I want to make sure it is set up the way I thought it was. Okay, yes, it is. Okay. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll put a offset button in here somewhere that will allow us to have the ability to open and close the ramp inside this room. And when this is closed, we'll basically have a little bit of space in here. Let's see. I think it's the interior lights that are steel plate. Yeah. Come here. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a light in over here so that we can at least see some of what's going on around this place. Right. I could turn Bob the Builder on for it to make it a little easier to, because he could actually start welding things up. All right, so we're going to turn that off for a second. Set this up a little bit there. There we go. Okay, so we now have light. We can see. And I don't have to run around with my suit light on all the time. So battery is working. So you'll be able to come up here. See, I might need... I'm trying to decide on whether or not I want to move this back in one section. Because if I do that... Because if I move this in one... Because even though the block is actually airtight, you'll end up with a gap here, and I don't tend to like those. Oh, actually, you know what I could do? I could do this instead. I keep forgetting that these are a thing. And I want you. I choose you, Pikachu. Okay, so you are interior plates. So let's go ahead and grab a couple hundred of those. We're going to throw you back in there. We're going to grab a couple hundred of you. Alright, so which way are you facing? We want you to go that way. Yeah, see? And then what we do is we basically just have some form of block out here to even all of this off. Alright, and then that comes through over here. And what we could do here is we say, alright. Not sure what that was all about. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. So if we did something like this, maybe. And then basically this will be the bridge area. And if we went with, because you know what we could do? Because if we did something like that, we close that area off. Okay, so that gives us entry, medical, sleeping area, well, long-term sleeping area, multiplayer storage, I guess you could say. Entrance into the bridge. So if we do something like this, let's see, so that's there. It's 1, 2. So we could put landing gear under there-ish. Okay. Just kind of running with the idea here. See what we can do. And that'll come down this way. All right, so now my question for you is this. Do we want a top entrance hangar or a side entrance hangar? Basically, do we want to have the hangar be accessed? So if you're looking at it from the back of the ship, do we want the hangar to be accessed like this? Or do we want to have the hangar accessed from above? Now, there are pros and cons to both designs. But it comes down to what is it, basically what do we want to do and how do we want to do it. So let's see what we have for cargo options as well, because I need to put some cargo blocks in. Oh, let's see, cargo pipe. See, I thought I had... I mean, I guess I could do that. Okay, so you are... Holy crap. Alright, so that's... I believe that is the 3x3 cargo pod. So if we brought that up a bit... I'm kind of curious, are there... I don't see any side mounts on it, so it'll be an inline cargo system if we did this. So it basically look like something like that. Cargo tube hub. I want the... Oh, you know what? So that would be regular system. So we'd be able to do that. See, I was hoping they would have a T-shaped, not just this, like these types of hubs. All right, let's take a look here. See what else we can do with this. Connector tube, sloped tube. That's actually kind of interesting. Slanted tube, tube hub. That might be the one I want right there. That's kind of what I want, but that's a T plus. I want just the regular. So they have it on the corner. Four-sided. Oh, like the one thing that I want that is the one bloody connector that they don't have. Oh. Actually, you know what? This wouldn't be a bad idea. What we'll do is we'll have it tie in that way. Have you tie to that. Because what we're going to do is we're going to have this basically be in part of the hangar system. And what we can do is we can actually do a vent right there. Large vent pipe. That's what the difference between these are. Okay, so that's just that. And that's that. That's interesting. So what's the difference between the two of them? Is it just the general styling? Looks like it's just the general styling. That's fine. We'll use that. You know what? No. So we're going to have this come down there. I want to be able to walk under this. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is we're going to have a small bridge area where you basically be able to see out the front here. You'll be able to see into the hangar over here, and then this space down here is going to actually be the hangar space. And what I might do, because we're talking about putting an airlock in up here. Ah, crap. Son of a... So if we do an airlock, say, here, we could do... I might just put a regular door on here then. Ow. That was silly. Alright, so let's get rid of this, get this out of here, get that out of there. Let's grab our tools really quick. We'll do our enclosed lit windows here. Alright. And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm thinking is do something like that. Like this. Nah, not liking that. I think if we're going to do that, we'll do it over here. We'll start it above the window. So that we end up with it looking like this instead. That might work. I could even do that. Let's see here. If we did that, move you out of there. Let's grab this one maybe. Maybe something like that. Let's see what we have in cockpits here. Could do that. Basically, what we'd have to do is this 1, 2. So we could do something like this, where we have. What do I need for that? Construction components. Thought I had some more construction components. Did I use them all? Weird. Oh no, I put them back earlier. That's right. Let's see here. What can we do? That might be interesting. Yeah, that could work. I did it again. Let's not cut that loose. Right, there we go. Alright, so that gets us mostly started. Alright, so that's going to tie in that way. So what I'm thinking on this is it's going to be, let's go gates. We could do the 1x5. So if we do the 1x5s, it's 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be the 1x5 gate. Let's see, what's that going to look like from the front? That might work. Because then we could round this portion off, have this piece more or less flat, or more like disc shaped. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. Come on. Snap to the grid, please. You know what? Let's do... Because what I'm thinking here is that we then do something like this, where we go... let's see, if we do... something like this. And what we do is we basically carry that line all the way forward. Up to probably this point-ish, somewhere around here maybe. So get rid of those, go to all blocks. Thank you. We end up with something maybe something like this. Because what we could do so something like this. What do y'all think about? What do y'all think about this? Oh. I guess we could do something like that instead. Hey, no worries, Sharky. Have a great night, man. Go get some rest, buddy. Like I said, I'll catch up with you in Discord, and we'll talk about doing some medieval engineers for next week. So. Yeah, so I'm thinking this, basically. Shades, at some point, you and Sharky are going to have to go visit each other. You know that, right? So... You went that way instead. Okay. I did that backwards. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. More of those. Damn it. Come here. Ow. Yeah, just to see how much things explode when the two of you get together. I think it'd be kind of entertaining. There we go. So we do that. And there. There we go. This is very true. Sharky is not allowed next to explosives. But, you know, there is something to be said about that as well, you know. So we do that. Alright, so if we do something like this. Let's see what this is looking like from the front. And apparently I'm out of uranium. Or, uranium, Jesus. Hydrogen. Starting to think maybe I should grab a third bottle here. Right. Let's go ahead and drop that back in there again. Right. Oh, how did I know that was going to get taken out of context? So, what do y'all think about that? I don't know what I think about it. Because what we'd be doing is basically this would carry down this way. Out of steel plates. shades. Don't ever change. All right, so I don't know how I feel about this yet. See how this thing looks when we get a little bit more on this, sir. Yeah, Hellborn. It gets interesting when Sharky and Shade start going off on each other. So it's always good entertainment. All right, so if we go. If we went like. Well, we could do. Because if we do something like this, you end up with something along these lines. So the side profile looks a little dumpy, but we might be able to change that up a little bit. So if we go. So we're gonna pull that reactor out of here in a second. So the hangar is actually, I think, working out fairly much what I want. Let's see here, you're there. So if we do that, Alright, so let's get inside here for a second and take a look. Did we close off? We did. Should be, yep, right there. So, crap. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these. Popcorn. This isn't that big of a build. As it is, I'm thinking I may strip this thing down again. I did want to do an asymmetrical build, so... But the lines on the hanger side just aren't working for me, I think. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3. So if we take... Whoop. Alright, so if we take cargo, alright, so we grab that, we grab this. No. We get rid of you really quick, and we grab that one instead. All right. Yeah, didn't you share that Dawn Hammer design with me? That thing is massive. Alright, so if we do that, you'll be able to see through this side, not through this side, which is fine. Take that out. So you end up with a line something like that. I mean, I guess I could. Nah, I want that closed off. There we go. Conveyor there. Okay, so if we do this, see, I need that in this style. That's not what I want. Okay. Oh, always fun trying to get the pieces that you want to work. Hub adapter. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just go like so and go with the straight through connector. So you come through. It might actually be better to have this come up a level. Because if we do that, what we can do is let's grab this. Yeah, let's do that. Hey, Midnight, thanks for the host, buddy. Oh, auto host. That's fine. That's good too. I appreciate it. Hope the folks from the Midnight side are having a fantastic day. Welcome to the stream. We are doing random building today. So you're going to come up this way. Let's go ahead and grab the walkway here. Excuse me. Let's see what we got here. Let's go like so. And we're going to take this block out. Ship killing missile. Well, you know, if you're going to build something that's purpose-built for destroying other ships, that's what matters, right? As long as it works. So go ahead and get this working here. Now what I'm thinking on this side is that we take these out. And where are our stairs? We do something like that. Okay, so you come up. You hang the left. Come up a little further. And you're in the hangar. You come down here. I'm thinking this is probably where we're going to have the air vent. Maybe. I don't know. But you can come through here, and that'll get you back onto the bridge. Let's, in fact, go ahead and grab some more parts for those. Okay, so now the reason I'm doing this is because I'm trying to figure out where all of our actual stuff needs to be inside. Yeah, killing in style. That's always important, man. So if we come up this way, take you out, gives us a little bit more room. Basically, we have our flight seat here. We'll be able to put in a couple of just like passenger seats or other types of non-control blocks. That's a window. Those are obviously windows. We'll see. So you come through. I kind of want to... Trying to decide if I want to put an airlock there, because we have one here. But the stairs don't have an air vent, unfortunately. Actually, do we have a... I don't think any of the stairs have air vents. Nope. Just lit and regular. Okay. But see, the catch is that if I put another airlock here, then that hallway doesn't pressurize at all. Of course, I could take this one out. Let's take this one out really quick and see. Now we're just going to throw a block in there for a second. So we could do that and then have... How far does this go before it hits something? So we'll have an air vent there. That'll pressurize this. This. And we want the lit corner here. Actually, I want the enclosed one. Let's grab the enclosed lit corner, which is going to be that one. So that allows this entire thing to be pressurized and lit. This will be pressurized. So yes, if we do that, then up here, and then we can put the airlock in here. All right. Just run really fast. Yeah, I know, right? Well, the idea is that I want the bridge to be securable, and that's probably the easiest way to do it. Let's see. I'm wondering. Whoa, hello. Wow, that was rather impressive. All right, so we go like that. Yes, you do. All right. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, So basically just repeating the lines into it like a form of reduction here. So if we go I might need to change the front line up here. Because what I thought about doing if we do this instead. If we did something like that. So we can take those out. That might be something. I'm not sure if it's good or not, but it'll definitely be something. All right, let's go get ourselves recharged here a little bit. Ah, yes. The ever lovely clang. Hey, look at that, we're recharged, actually. Whee! All right. So I'm kind of tempted to turn Bob loose on this and see what it looks like when it's a little further along as far as welding is concerned. What do y'all think? Because I'm thinking... if we do that... yeah, let's switch Bob on and see what he does with this. If nothing else, it'll be interesting, right? So let's go build and repair. And like I said, we do need to pull this reactor out. But what I want to do is see basically what we have over here. Before we get too much further in. Because what we might find is that, say, like this entrance area here, we don't really need it to be this tall. So what I might do is, well, actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's make sure things stay attached, shall we? Because I started grinding, I'm like, wait a minute. Because see, what I'm thinking here is I might just do this instead. And then, instead of having this, we do it like this. Come here. No, that's not going to really work that way, is it? Because what I guess I could do is I could just say, do that. So I'm kind of not wanting to take that out because the whole thing is kind of hinged on that right now. Nah, Bob's fine. He likes to be kept busy. Get back here, you. Actually, we don't even have to do that. We can just go. And yeah, so basically, and that gives us the ability to do a little skin approach on there, you know. Gives a little detailing in there. It's all good. Little skinning of the ship there. I'm thinking We'll probably just do this simple. Keep it simple, right? Uh-huh. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go through and actually make a couple 100,000 plates as well. Alright. Well, it should work. That should get us mostly where we want to be, right? Alright, so let's see what we've got down here. We'll check and see what... Oh, hello. Oh, we need some stuff right there. Helps if we have something to walk on. Okay, so you come in, you can go that way, that'll take you to the bridge. Come in over here, this takes you to Med Bay. This takes you to the cryopods. So make sure you can get in and out of there without getting teleported outside the ship. That's going to be full. Go this way to get you to the hangar. I'm trying to decide if I want to change this detailing up right here. We'll see what it looks like when it's done welding up. And then we have the bridge. What we're going to do from here is we're going to actually have this. Do that. You need displays and computers. All right. Those are actually easy to get. Actually, I think I may be out of displays. There we go. Actually, what do we need? Displays. We've got a display left. There we go. I don't know, I kind of like the way that this thing worked out style-wise. We'll see when it's actually done. But I think this might actually work out pretty well. The big thing is getting the reactors in place and online, and then the thrusters. Trying to figure out how I want to work the engineering section in. Needs more doors. It always needs more doors. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream, buddy. And Girato? Let's go call you Pen. It's easier. Yeah, see, I have this tendency of having hull breaches in the most inopportune areas. So I tend to over-engineer some of my intersections. But that's also because, like here, I'll have, the airlock trap. Actually, yeah, maybe we will take that one. Because we're going to need to have that. Sure, we'll take this one out. It's all good. So for the folks who are wandering in and or lurking, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Friday and that you had a terrific week. And grab that. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. Trying to figure out where we're going to put the engineering section. I have a feeling that we are probably going to end up having to cut another area out. Maybe. Let's see, that's the top of there. We got this section we could pop it in here. That actually might not be a bad idea. Because what we could do is we could have it here. And I guess I could do it this way and just have it come all the way up. And then we just block all this in. Like so. And then this becomes our engineering area up here. So let's look at our reactors. Since we're not using uranium, we are using hydrogen. See what we got here. I'd really like to use that thing, but we don't have anywhere near the materials for it. I may end up just using a couple of the small reactors. I mean, these guys, we could, in theory, use some of these. Yeah, we might use these. So what we could do is we could put one here, put one there. Let's move those back a little bit. Have I been off-world through? Yeah, no, not yet. Not in this playthrough. So we're still on the non-uranium reactors since we haven't been off-world yet. That might actually work. Kind of fits with the theme of the ship design so far. How's that gonna look? That actually might not be bad. Oop. Yeah, so this is basically our getting off the planet build. Thank you. Already did that. Mohahaha. Alright, so what we're going to do is we can then use this whole thing. Whoop, come back here. Because we're going to do this. There we go. You have that go like so. You get to pipe through here. And what we'll do is we'll have this basically do that. Not for this particular playthrough. Actually, do I have... Nope, I don't have that mod installed. I will put it up. I meant to put it into the description. We're running 53 mods in this playthrough right now. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to do that. And so yeah, we're just basically having some fun with the mods that are available. Just in general, just messing around. Alright. I have to say, this is probably the ugliest ship I have built in a long time. Oh, we've got medical piped in. Alright, so let's see here. Okay, so cargo is piped to the reactors. Just piped into here. We're going to need to move that beast Actually, no. What we need is we need the processors. And vent. Nope, wrong vent. Ah, yeah, no, that's fine. Is that vent here? There's a processor there. Processor there. That way we can process fuel very quickly. And I'm thinking we're going to go here. Something like this. I'm not sure those are airtight, so I want to make sure we have these closed off so that we don't cause problems for ourselves. Very, very true, Hellborn. Very true. Clang loves messing with me. That's okay. I'm used to it. Yeah, because of the fact that they've said that they're basically done with feature ads. I'm actually really disappointed in them over that, but you know, what can you do, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it is their game. They're going to do what they want with the development process, and to be fair, they have done a lot with the game. It's just, it is unfortunate that they have decided that they're not going to really do much more as far as new features are concerned. Well, I mean, the game it's been out for what, 10 years? Is that right? Like, almost 10 years? No, it can't have been that long, could it? I have to actually look now. Five years. October 23rd, 2013. See, I had to go look it up. There you go. Thank you. Right. And you know what I might do is, instead of doing these, I might do this instead. And then basically do the half blocks here. And what I'm thinking here, the reason I'm thinking about doing it this way is if we then go like this, we can either do that. Yeah, let's try that. All right, how's that looking? Let's just turn that off here for a second. Yeah, the problem that they run into, though, is that the game engine itself was not built around the idea of certain things being true within the game. What I would really like to see, and what I think that you'll probably see long term, is, you know, the Space Engineers 2.0 kind of thing. You'll probably see them take a more modern system like what they did for Medieval Engineers. You'll probably see something like that developed out a little bit further. You have to say, this is the ugliest ship I've built in a long time. And I have been known to build some ugly ships. Let's see. What are you missing? You're going to be missing a lot of stuff, aren't you? So I need 7,000 reactor components. We can do that. Well, I don't know if we can actually do that, but we're going to try. You're not doing anything. Oh, let's see. 11,000 silver. How much silver do we have? I don't think we have that much. Here's 1K there. Once it's all refined, we'll have. Looks like a slipper. Yeah, especially from this side. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of, the basic premise of it is that it's more of an Ark style ship. It just meant to get you someplace, give you, you know, with enough materials to build a base. At least that's the theory. Oh, proficiencies? Yeah, proficiencies in Medieval Engineers would be kind of cool. Function over fashion. Generally when I build, I tend to build function over fashion, but I've gotten to the point where I like building nice things too now. I wonder, can we get rid of these? Obviously you can't get rid of that because we need the one there. But I think we can get rid of most of those, give us a little bit more room over here. And what I'll do is I'll probably end up using some of the decoration blocks in here. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, just, I don't know. If I want it to be really, like when I want to do really nice designs, I do large builds out of small blocks. And I was really tempted to do that this time. I probably should have. But it's okay. We'll make it work. So yeah, the nanite build and repair, it's basically become a must-have. If there's two mods that you want to like, that I will recommend to everybody all the time, it'll be the nanite build and repair mod and easy inventory. Easy inventory is nice because you can basically walk over with, you just select whatever item it is that you want. You come over to your inventory access and you right click, and it'll pull the information, it'll pull whatever it needs out as long as you have room in your inventory and you have the parts in the system. So I just need large steel tubes for that. Am I really out of large steel tubes? Wow, I am out of large steel tubes. Holy crap. Alright. And build 100 of those. Yeah, build vision. If you play with like things like wheels or anything that has a lot of settings that you don't want to have to keep going back back and out of inventory for, or the control panels for, build vision's nice because you can look at the item and it'll bring up the context menu there. Oh dear Lord. So my wife just showed me an article talking about pickle juice slushies are coming to Sonic. For those who don't know, Sonic is a fast food restaurant. It's kind of like a 50s style. You roll up and you place an order and they ask if you want to eat at the window or whatever. But apparently they're doing pickle juice slushies. I like Sonic too, but I don't like pickle juice slushies. Route 44 strawberry slush? Yeah, that's definitely Why are they doing it? Because they can. Why did she show it? Because she knows it's a way to torture me. Hey War, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. Alright, so let's see here. We needed large tubes, right? I'm guessing. Did you already grab? Yes, it looks like you already grabbed the tubes that you needed. I'm going to assume you did as well. Yep, so steel plates. Time to go ahead and do this. Just go and drop all this stuff off. Let the build and repair grab what it needs. And yeah, you know. Actually, how much iron do we have? I just realized I may not have. Okay, yeah, we got iron. Yeah, I've seen worse too, but oh, steel plates. I just said steel plates like 4 times, and for some reason didn't remember them. First things first, let's recharge our hydrogen here. You know what's going to happen? Now we have the steel plates in our inventory, it's going to already be welding them up. Hey, unknown signal coming down. Wow. That's a close one. Let's go see what it's got. Ow. Cow rifle. Grab them out of the air, it's always easier. They give you less trouble that way. Hey Colin, how you doing, buddy? Welcome back. Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. Break these down. There we go. How you doing today, man? Hope you're having a fabulous week. I'm mad at Windows today, so... Of course, I'm usually mad at Windows, but, you know. Had planned to do 7 Days to Die today, but... the update that they pushed out this week killed my my save. Was rather upset about that. Having pizza and stream. Yeah, gotta say, that's a pretty good way to spend a Friday. Our solar farm. How did you get... Oh, whatever. I'm not gonna ask. Oh no, it wasn't an update for 7 Days to Die. It was an update from Windows. Microsoft pushed out some general changes this week, or at least they finally got applied to my system. And one of the updates was something that adjusted some of the security settings. And my game saves are on the same SSD as my Windows system files. So yeah. Yep, Windows 10. I had to update it to Windows 10 for one of the things. Well, actually, a couple of the things that I use, because they dropped Windows 7 support for the items. So when I updated to Windows 10, it's been every time I update to Windows 10, it's been a problem. So deceleration speed for parachutes. It's dependent on the thickness of the atmosphere. So in the Earth-like atmosphere, it is, I want to say, something like 25 meters a second deceleration. At least for the probes. I don't know, because it's going to be based on your mass, the number of parachutes, and the atmosphere, the density of the atmosphere. So. Like I said, I think for Earth-like atmosphere, it is, something like a base of 25 meters a second deceleration. It's probably a percentage, though. Grav cannoning tanks. Awesome. Well, which hover engine are you using? Because one of the hover engines, there's one that has a... basically, if you set it, there's a minimum displacement. And if you set the minimum displacement, it won't let it hit the ground. It basically stops it. Alright, so I think that's using... Oh, you're using the thruster version? Okay. Never mind. Oh. And just because we can. So, we'll use that. Come here, you. Tank is the size of a Corvette. The hell tank are you using? Well, I should say, is it Corvette as in the car, or Corvette as in the ship of the line class? Because I was talking to somebody on Discord before, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm building a Corvette." I was like, "Oh, nice, And he was talking about the ship class, and I was talking about the car. Ship class Corvette. Oh. How many parachutes you planning on using on it? Because depending on what your total mass is on that, you're probably going to need a bunch. Oh, it has a big Bertha? Wow. Holy crap, man. That gun is huge. Actually, you want to see it? Oh, wait. I have to show you this. Do I not have it loaded? Oh, I don't have it loaded in the save. Damn it. Alright. So for those who may know, excuse me. Throat's going dry, it sounds like. Let's try that. See if that's a little bit better. I was going to say, for those who don't know, Krieg, one of the SE modders, he's also part of Armco. He has what he calls his, what is it? Inspired Weapons Pack. He recently added a spinal mount laser. It's 12 blocks long. Merged block parachute array. Yeah, that'll be nice. But as far as I know, it's not the longest cannon in the game. But what happens is the way that he built it is you can stack these things in line. And the more that you put in the line, the more damage the weapon does. Because what he did is he has the shell, the projectile from it, spawning in the exact middle of it, and it's offset. So what happens is when you stack these things, as long as you're sitting still when you fire this, it basically becomes like a Death Star laser. It's absolutely amazing. It's expensive as hell to build in this game, but if you can get the resources and time to build it, I may actually add it to the mod pack. I thought I had it in this save, but apparently I don't. It's on my YouTube save. And you go over here. We're doing solar and hydrogen. I actually have a hydrogen reactor mod installed. Let me show you actually what it does. For those who have never seen the hydrogen reactor. Yeah, no worries, Hellborn. The one you want is, he's actually got two of them. There's the spinal mount, and then there's the heavy spinal mount. Use the heavy spinal mount. It's ridiculously expensive to use, but it packs a punch that is just, it's absolutely insane. Alright, so for the hydrogen reactors, you can actually get the Hyperion Reactor 1. There's actually a couple of these. Let me show you here. So, all of the Hyperion reactors, hydrogen reactor, Hyperion, flashpoint reactor, hydrogen arc. So all of these hydrogen reactors are part of the same mod. And what they do is you build a nice processor. This thing replaces your O2H2 generator, and what it'll do is it'll turn the ice into liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. The reactor uses the liquid hydrogen. If you want to use the system to refill hydrogen and oxygen tanks, you build evaporators, like a hydrogen evaporator, an oxygen evaporator, and it'll take the liquid fuel that you've created and turn it back into a gas. It is, as far as I have found, it is compatible with every tank storage, conveyor, or any system that basically you need to pipe gas through. It's been compatible with all of them so far. The 100 block long missile. You're building custom torpedoes. That's awesome. Alright, and Bob is just taking his merry time welding all this stuff up. Yeah, and they're on par with, like, they are actually balanced. So where you'll hit the balance on these is if you look at what you need to build this thing, you need 8 gravity generators, and this is the cheapest of the reactors to build. All right, So you need 300 reactor components, 8 gravity generators, or 8 gravity components, I should say, and then, you know, a slew of other stuff. So they're not cheap, but they give you a new use for ice. Now, the one I want to build, and I haven't had a chance to because this thing, 11,500 computers, 900 motors, 8,000 arc reactor components, 16,000 superconductors, 1,800 steel tubes, large steel tubes at that, 800 metal grids, 7,400 construction components, 2,000 gravity generator components, 1,400 dense steel plates, and 2,300 steel plates. Now, the reason I want to build this one generator puts out 120 gigawatts of power. Okay, to put it in comparison, a large fusion reactor, right, the large vanilla reactor, puts out 300 megawatts. Yeah. Oh yeah, thing is absolutely nuts, but but like I said, you do pay for it long term. It's not an inexpensive thing to build. Yeah, I know that there's a 3,000 gigawatt generator. It's not balanced. These I will actually say are at least trying to be balanced. That 3,000 gigawatt thing, yeah, no. Actually, do it. Did I not load it? Oh, come on, I could have sworn I loaded it. Something in character tools? No. Huh. So I thought I had loaded a personal shield mod. It's actually Krieg and Lucas, the person who made the Corruption PvE mod. They worked together on it. My understanding is Lucas did the code work, and then Krieg did the model for it. I thought I had it loaded, but I guess not. You need metal grids and tubes. Okay. Hey, man. All right, so yeah, we need to put some lights on this thing. And what I'm going to do is where those wedge reactors are currently located, we're going to have thrusters carry down through there. And then, because I should have the modular thrusters loaded, right? Nope, thought I did. Yeah, so we'll load the modular thrusters into. Thermonuclear warhead. All right. So I think we're pretty much where we can go for as far as we can go for right now. Now it's just basically making lots and lots of parts. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. See if we've got anybody else that we may know that is up and about doing some space engineers today. Go pay a visit to somebody. Oh, I know I'm getting old. That's besides the point. Let's see who, if anybody, is up and running here. Let's see. Maybe this one. Let's go say hello to Delayed Victory. So, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Let's go pay a visit to Delayed Victory. So if you'd be so kind as to go over, give them a good old-fashioned panda pounce, let them know that they are loved and appreciated for playing some Space Engineers. I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Have a terrific weekend. And as always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Let's go do a raid.